Hey y'all, this is DJ Legion back with you once again. Gonna do a new video this week. Scored a great Elvis haul a couple weeks back, and haven't got a chance to put that up, so I thought I'd show that to you this week. Great deal on some Elvis Presley records. Got a stack here, so let's go through them really quick. Some of his Christmas stuff. Elvis's Christmas album. This is RCA, dated to 1970. Yeah, just a reissue from the 70s. Obviously, this album came out in the 60s originally. And on RCA, blue label. There's no inner sleeve. All these need to be cleaned, and I need to get inner sleeves for them. But the price was right on these. Some of his gospel. Elvis sings songs of inspiration. This one's dated 1977. This probably came out after he passed away, which is August of 77. Yeah, this has an inner sleeve. It's on RCA, black label. Includes tracks like If I Can Dream, How Great Thou Art, Crying in the Chapel, American Trilogy, Follow That Dream. So, not all gospel, some uplifting, just positive message songs as well. Yeah, like I said, this probably came out after he passed away. Elvis, Wonderful World of Christmas. This is RCA, and it came out in 1971. Orange label, RCA. This is Elvis Double Dynamite 2 LP set on the Pickwick label, which is a label that RCA contracted with. They were kind of like K-Tel, cheap, real thin vinyl. There's the label. You can see the difference. The Pickwick has the P, the rainbow P. And this is dating 1975. No gatefold, although it is 2 LPs. Has some of his 70s hits on it. Burning Love, Flaming Star, Rubberneckin', U.S. Mail, Separate Ways, Big Boss Man. Yeah, his late 60s, early 70s hits. Pretty great. 2 LPs. When I got this still had the shrink wrap on it, so it's very clean. I've since taken it off. As you can imagine, shrink wrap from the 70s is old and, yellowed and discolored and brittle. So I took it off, so that's why it looks as clean as it does. This one still had the shrink wrap on it, so there's no ring wear. Very nice. Elvis, Almost in Love. This is also on Pickwick. This one's dated to 1970. And this one also was in the shrink wrap when I got it. I've once again taken that off. But so it's very clean, very great condition. The same Pickwick label with the rainbow P logo. It says Pickwick there in the corner. Yeah, great stuff. A very nice copy of Elvis Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. And I'll show you this is the gatefold, show you the interior. This is all the countries. This was the first worldwide satellite broadcast by an entertainer. 1973, he performed in Hawaii, and they broadcast that live globally. And in 1973, that was pretty new technology to be able to do that. So it was a very big deal at the time. I read a story about a bus driver who, was working that day, the night, 1973, the night that this was on, and nobody was on the bus and nobody was at the bus stops. Like the whole country was at home watching Elvis. It's kind of like the moon landing. It was a big deal to be able to broadcast around the world all at once, so. This is great stuff. This is a great show. This picture, by the way, of Elvis is not from that concert. I don't know why they chose this picture here. Elvis, for this particular show, because it was going to be such a big deal, he was going to be playing in front of about 1 billion people, they estimated, who were going to be watching this. He got his act together. He lost about 20 pounds and cut his drug use back about, 70%. And so, in the weeks leading up to the show, so he looked and sounded amazing at this concert. It's on YouTube. Just look it up, Elvis in Hawaii, 1973. He looked and sounded amazing at this show because he cleaned himself up and got his act together because this was going to be seen by so many people. He wanted to look and sound his best. So glad to get this one. And finally, Elvis in concert. This 1977. This one had the shrink wrap on it as well. I was stoked to get this one. This was actually the one I really wanted out of this lot the most. This still at the time had the shrink wrap on it, so it's very clean. And this show on this album was recorded in, these are some concerts from June of 1977. Like I said, the shrink wrap was on it when I got it, so you're talking about 40 years now. 77 to 2017, and these shots on the inside had never been, they look really great because they had never been exposed to the elements because they were still in the shrink wrap. They had opened the edge, but they never took the shrink wrap off. So we're getting a look here. Some very clean interior of this album. Yeah, like I said, these are recorded. These LPs. June of 77, which was his last series of concerts before his death. This photo is probably from 1976. These photos on the inside are also probably from 1976, and this one on the back is from 1972. Probably the New York City Madison Square Garden concert, actually. 1972, he did 3 shows at Madison Square Garden in New York City, and he wore this suit, the blue suit, with the white belt. That's probably when this photo was taken. So you see the label RCA and Elvis Presley's, team. They're not showing you photos of him right at the very end when he did not look his best. They're using earlier images that are taken about a year beforehand. Anyway, but this is a great record. Stoked to get this, and because it was sealed up, still has the original inner sleeves marketing the Elvis albums, and the original first pressings of these came with a color flyer also advertising Elvis's LPs, and that is in here as well. So it's got all the original inserts. Yeah, stoked to get this Elvis in concert album. I've been wanting this for a while, actually. And to find one in as good a condition as this one, like I said, 40 years old now, and it still had the shrink wrap when I got a hold of it. So it's super, super clean. It's awesome. My total cost for this stack, everything I just showed you, which included 3 double albums and 3 or 4 albums that were still in the shrink wrap, was $12.50. So I got a good buy on this. Anyway, that's it, and that's all for this video. Just some Elvis. Stoked to get it. Double albums and some great records that were still in the shrink wrap at the time. So, till I see you again, you know what to do. Turn up the music. Turn down the drama. And we'll get some more videos up and loaded this weekend because I'm a few videos behind. So you'll be seeing my stuff hitting your subscription feed quite a bit over the next 2 days. All right, have a good one.